Hi, my name is Dwayne Overstreet, and this is my interpersonal communication presentation. First of all, I'd like to say that this class has been very, very interesting. It's gave me a whole new perspective on how I communicate, how I listen to people. Um, just to give a little introduction, overview, research has found that when we are in a positive mood, it gives us the confidence to to disclose of intimate information about oneself. And the self-disclosure of such information also represent an effective strategy for enhancing interpersonal relationships. I thought that was very interesting. Interpersonal communication defined as when the people involved talk and listen in ways that maximizes the presence of the personal. Also, communication is a process through which some information sent from one element to another, which can be from person to person. A little background about myself. I'm 49 years old. I was born in West Palm Beach. I enjoy playing golf. That's the game of my life. If you ask my wife, I'd rather be doing that than be at home, but I do enjoy going to movies and sharing some dinner with my wife. I mean, that's like the best besides playing golf all the time. I have a social arts degree, which took me forever. It feels like to me, I joined the Navy in '87, and it took me 2006 to get an associate degree. But between duty and my duties in the Navy, I was able to accomplish that, which made me like one of the first in my family to even go to college and actually complete it. And I went on to get my bachelor's in general studies, but a minor in psychology. And my wife persuaded me to get my master's. We both started the program together. Then she kind of like took breaks, but I continued to go on, and now I'm into my last week, and I can't even believe it. Like I said, I did 20 years in the military and in the United States Navy. Now I work at the VA as accounts management supervisor. A little about my behavior blends. Um, this is like the four DISC personality types. D is more directive, driving, demanding, which I don't think I'm demanding. My wife says I am sometimes. I is inspiring, influencing, which I like to influence people to do things that are good, not bad. Steady for the S, stable, shy. Sometimes I tend to be shy, depending on who I know and who I don't. Cautious with the C. I'm cautious of especially people I meet for the first time. And calculating, no, I'm not. Compliant, yes, and careful, I am. Okay, just to continue with my behavior blends. This is what is expected of me. Steady specialist. Yeah, I'm steady. At work, they kind of call me like a neat freak, OCD, perfectionist, but we get the job done. As a type S, people expect me to be more sensitive, which I need to work on, and submissive. You guys, my wife, I probably need to work on that too. I've seen it as a person who like to blend in instead of like speaking out, which after going through this course, I think it has gave me a whole new perspective and more profound confidence of when I'm in these meetings I go to on higher level executive meetings to voice my opinion and give more of my ideas about different situations. Just continue with the behavior blends background. Just as to the part C, a type C and type S person, security is one which I like security for me, myself, my family. Specialization, established. I like to stay established. Stability. I think we all want stability in our lives. And consistency, relax. Relax is, yes, golf. That's what relax means to me. Quality, task, orient. Yes, I like to stick to a task and get it done. Support. I like teamwork, support. Uh, Give personal support. I really like give personal support. Just going to the graph, my personal type on graph one, this was expected of me, um, is a S type. According to Carvanel, I can be very loyal and friendly on an individual basis. That is true. I do feel that if you're going to be loyal to somebody, it go hands in hand. If I trust you, then I expect you, to give me the same trust. Through good and bad times, that's how you know you have a friend, somebody you can trust. On graph two, it's kind of a mixture of S and C. I do tend to be somewhat, like I said, a perfectionist. Who don't want to be a perfectionist? I'm just kidding. Um, I am a critical thinker. Sometimes it take me longer to do things sometimes because I probably think too much. In the Navy, we call it nuking it, but I try my best not to. Communication barriers, being able to relate and influence people to let them know each and every one matters. I try my best, but that's one of my barriers. I have to make sure I don't uh, look over, make sure I don't look over people that are trying. I have to look at everyone, not even the best performer, but all performers. I have a habit of only paying attention to, like I said, what interests me, but I have to take that challenge and not only talk about stuff that interests me, but what interests the talker. Be more receptive to the talker, meaning inhaling that information, what the talker is communicating. Resources and strategies. To emphasize the importance of ownership and openness in communications. Ownership, taking responsibility to be for the thoughts and perspective of my own thoughts and perspective. Openness, making it clear for both myself and the talker. Just open up and disclosing information so both we can both be effective in our communication. My action plan, self-disclose, just be more of being able to just give off more about myself, information about myself, self-disclose, learn to express myself more, um, listen with more of a purpose, with a perception, pay more attention, and just make sure I'm letting that person know that I'm not only interested in what interests me, but also what interests that person, to engage them more so they'll take more of a confidence and be able to disclose more information to me. Just continue with the action plan, just be open. Like I said, avoid hearing what I want to hear what the talker is trying to say. That's what's important. Conclusion, there is something good about people sharing their thoughts and concerns with one another to bring them to a much better place. The more we listen to each other and share more, we then learn to appreciate ourselves with a clear and more perspective. we began to become much closer, gain trust in one another, and have a very spiritual human connection. All things considered, this will improve our relationships with one another. That is my presentation. I'm so happy that I went through this interpersonal communication course. This has really enlightened me, gave me a whole new perspective. I know going forward, my communication skills would be that much better for having gone through this course. Thank you.